Welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. And it's me and Branwyn, and I have selected Kira, and over there is a person who is somewhat recognizable, and I think we've got a party of people that fit his liking.
I
Huh?
how, how is he just hanging out here?
I
Oh
don't
my god.
I don't know. I wish they would stop doing this with this character. It's like, we're going to cameo Elminster in whatever.
Spoilers?
Sorry.
It's okay, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Something's on my mind.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale?
As a matter of fact, I do. He's resting in camp.
Ever a man of leisure. Would it pain you greatly to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this aforementioned camp?
It would be my pleasure.
And I would confirm it to be so. Please, after you.
Okay, we get to see Elminster tell off Gale. This sounds fun.
My thanks for your excellent guidance. Ah, and yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name, drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Gandalf, you are not.
Yes, Gale, where is your decorum?
Oh, for the love of...
Fine, fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me. Graver matters are at hand. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
You said this a while ago.
I hate this.
I hate this so much. No, Gale should be... not be acting like, chiding Elminster. I dislike of all the old male wizards in the realms, Elminster's my least favorite, except maybe Manchun. and Zaz Tam. But, I dislike. Go on.
I'm surprised she sent you in the first place after Gale's debacle.
Yeah.
Thank you for that most considerate reminder.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to have a cure, would you? Some more powerful parasite withering spell, perhaps?
Alas, the creature that afflicts you, the ill-begotten magic that it weaves, is inextricably conjoined with both the greater purpose and the greater master that it serves. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
Really?
Gale alone? How so?
How did this game come out with people accusing Shadowheart of main character syndrome?
I don't know.
The orb.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help. Or hindrance. We shall have to see.
Oh, I don't
You
like that they
must
can listen
find
in.
The heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
This feels out of character for Maestro as well. Especially Midnight Maestro. Oh, wow, I did it. I'm guessing... I was wondering what had you laughing, so I looked at the options.
Yeah. Did we save by any chance?
Oh...
No, I just...
We saved a while ago. I mean, not too long ago.
I know.
We can definitely go back and do it as an extra at the end of this video. So,
just say what you will, but you can't force Gale to go through with this.
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Mina hastra mistrariel Idalion Thras Annas It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
On my honor, it shall be done.
On my honor, I'm not sure yet I can say the same.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
And he's just gone. Now, I'd like to... Midnight's version of Maestro always struck as me as more direct. Like...
I mean, yeah, yes, but like primarily because she was immortal.
Yeah. The original Maestro would totally go do this sacrifice, and if you do it exactly like I expect you to with the instructions I have not given you, then I will resurrect you.
Yeah, I mean, she did also do really nice things for apparently no reason other than the continuation of magic.
No,
like,
yeah, I mean, Maestra, when you run across her, is a legitimately good entity. But the original one, well, it's not the original one, because the original one is even the second one after the destruction of the first with the fall of the Netheril. So Maestra 2 is still prone to that deceptive, I'm going to teach you a lesson and you're going to learn it organically instead of me telling you what you're supposed to learn.
Yeah.
Thing. Midnight did a little of that. Like, she never really told her cleric friend who became her high priest why
If not over,
she
then
wasn't
through.
healing his scar.
Yeah.
Though I think that's partially because he kept changing the conversation when it came up and she wanted to explain why. But yeah, she doesn't pull the I'm doing the Zen thing, the Taoist Zen thing,
Yes.
as often as old Maestra did.
No. All of
What's
that
next, I
being
wonder?
said,
Have a lot on my
that
mind.
was awful.
And, well,
Yeah.
innate.
That was legitimately awful. Elminster is just there.
Yeah.
Gale is on not just a first name basis, but can chide Elminster.
Which I hate. As I said, if I have to deal with an old bearded wizard in the realms, I'd rather deal with Kelvin. But at this time, he is currently dead, as far as anybody knows.
Yeah, also Kelvin's probably played by
Patrick
Stewart.
Stewart, because he was played by Patrick Stewart in Demon's Stone.
Yeah. and was really good.
Yeah. I LP'd that, by the way. It was one of my
Yes.
first LPs.
Yes. Yes. Very, like, great, great, great little game. I'm sorry, I'm flabbergasted. Like, Elminster just shows up. The conversation that happens makes Elminster just annoying.
Yeah, this is the worst Elminster cameo.
Yeah, and it's Gale.
There are. You could have picked Danilo Thon. That would have been interesting. That would have been pulling an Elaine Cunningham character. I mean, he's not particularly connected to Maestra. He's, to be honest, but he's a harper.
Yeah. You could have done a minor harpel or something. I would understand the hijinks around a harpel being like this.
Yes, this is totally a harpel role. Why wouldn't you bring in the harpels? They're even in the right part of the world. Elminster is half a continent away.
Yeah. I mean, they even stuck a lampshade on that. With Elminster talking about how far he had to travel.
Yeah. This is just like cameo for cameo's sake.
Yeah. Well, and look, I understand you're contractually obligated to put Elminster in every single one of these things. Even if you're no longer obligated to put Drizzt Do'Urden in every one of these things.
Thank God. Drizzt Do'Urden deserves to be outside of popular character hell.
Yeah. Yes. Which, funnily enough, in Realms lore, tends to coincide with actual hell.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that poor storyline has been Flanderlized to hell and back, literally.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they can't let R.A. Salvatore,
retire those characters.
Yeah.
They killed all the companions and then brought them back as different varieties of Chosen. So they're all immortal now.
Oh, yeah, no, they're even reincarnated, so they're the same people.
Yeah. Only, like, Catti-brie is,
like, Termish or something?
But, she's Bedine.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm guessing, which is kind of, because if she were Termish, she'd be black.
Right, yes. Of course.
Oh.
And
you have to have that color context.
I'm sorry, I'm struggling now. That was a lot.
Yeah, no. Sorry for us going deep and doing deep cuts into the Realms lore.
Yeah.
But that was bad.
I am deeply disappointed. Like, also, Elminster pops in. Okay, let's set all of that aside. Let's just focus on actual Baldur's Gate 3. Elminster pops in and solves one problem and sets up a solution for a second problem.
Yeah.
That we are actively having.
Yep. And that answer is, one of your party members go kill himself.
Yeah. I mean, at least it's Gale.
Yeah. I seriously don't understand why people got after Shadowheart on main character syndrome when this conversation exists.
The fact that he was involved with the goddess of magic and is the solution to everything with a sacrifice, and like he goes about like he's more awesome than all of the established characters in the setting.
Yeah, no.
There's a word for, there's a term, there's a trope name. Mary Sue, I think.
Yep, Marty Stew in this case.
Yeah.
I hate using that term. It is so overused.
And reductive.
But there's no other thing to say about this.
Yeah.
I have argued against that term having any sort of useful context left for the last 2 decades.
Yes. But we found one in the wild. And I hate it. Okay. I am calm.
We have ranted to the 20-minute mark. What 21-minute mark?
Well, we chose a good video to do this on, apparently. We spaced this out perfectly.
Let's go ahead and load up the autosave and go see what he would have said with the...
Oh, that's going to take a while, though.
No, he's the first person we ran across.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be going through some things. This is ridiculous.
It's so bad. People, I heard that this game's writing was like amazing.
To be fair, most of what we've run across is really good.
That's true.
Everything.
That's true. I mean,
every great game has to have the stumbling point.
Apparently.
Oh my god. Okay. Leave. Apparently the autosave isn't where we came out of here. It is... over here. Across the way and up the elevator. And then we're going to click through some
here goes nothing.
Some dialogue options. Make sure to tie up any loose ends. And I'm going to give you the honor of Akira asking the question again.
Yeah, of course. Like, if anyone is going to say that, it's Kira. Like, I do not like Gale at all. I do not understand why he's such a popular character.
Same with Asterion. I mean, he's pretty. That's about it.
Right, yeah.
I mean, Will I get. Will is a precious, precious boy.
Yeah, bit of an idiot, but yeah.
I'm golden retriever.
This is true.
All's well that ends.
He is
Not as
a
bad as it
himbo.
could have.
But he is a precious, precious boy. Gale, ugh.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old...
May
I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling
Also,
ever a man
Yeah.
of
what
leisure?
is this line reading
Would
by
it
the
pain you greatly
Elminsters?
to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this
It's-
aforementioned camp?
It's lacking any sort of strength of every voice acted Elminster line I've run across before this has been very strong.
Yes.
And I would
no,
confirm
it's-
And this
it
is
to
doddering
this.
old man.
Please.
Yeah.
After you.
No, previously it's been Suri and McKellen playing
My
Gandalf
thanks.
style.
Excellent guidance.
Before Suri and McKellen played Gandalf, even.
And yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
Yeah,
This is every
Very
second
same,
line sounds
Gale.
like he's on the toilet.
Fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best
And
pair
I'm
of
sorry for
boots to
putting
so
it
many
like that,
miles
but
of country road on your
this is
behalf.
not my. I
I don't
have
understand.
issues with this
How
character
so on
simply
my
because
behalf?
of how often he
I was
appears
bid to
in
spare
early
neither
Forgotten
time
Realms
nor my own
books,
self to
and
find you.
the tendency of his character
She
to bring
sent-
down the
But
story I
why?
was reading.
Out with it, Elminster.
Young man, nigh, why?
But
some bread.
He's not a
and
bad
a cup of
character when
wine
written
would appear
by
unto
someone
me
other than
a
Ed
feast.
Greenwood. Sorry, Ed
Surely you
Greenwood,
would
not
grudge me a
sorry.
mighty rest and repast before I
yeah,
get
yeah.
fine.
I am not fond of Ed
fine
Greenwood's
tea to
writing,
digest.
among other
Elminster.
things.
I mean, no.
Right.
Like,
I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring. You know,
hey,
Mistra
hey,
will
Elminster,
consider-
how's the symbol going?
Forgiveness?
What?
she would consider
Hey, Elminster, how's the symbol
what she
going?
considers
God.
to be forgiveness.
Isn't she supposed to be dead right
Mistra
now,
is
too?
aware of the
Oh,
misadventures
no, she's
that have
worse than
befallen
dead.
you
She's
both.
soul destroyed.
She knows of your strife with the absolute, that most insidious of evils.
What they did to the Seven Sisters
Yeah,
just
no, they,
absolutely killed me. I enjoyed 4E had a lot of stuff going for it, but what they did to Faerun in 4E,
no, they decided to cull all of the super powerful wizards.
Alas, the creature you must. That is why I have come.
we're going to do
here
a survey of all the
charge
people
you,
who don't
Gale,
like Faerun and ask
its
why they don't like
destruction.
Faerun. We're not going to
Its
survey all the
mistress'
people who
belief.
like Faerun what they like about
Only
Faerun.
you can.
On the other hand, they seem to have understood that,
The all.
like,
Precisely.
if
Mistra
they,
has granted
if
me
they
the-
want a
Interesting.
you must find
low
the
magic
heart
setting,
of the
then
absolute,
they should set it in
whatever
Greyhawk.
that may be,
Finally.
and use
Finally.
yourself as the
Or, you know what?
catalyst that will
Maybe
burn
not
it from this
throw
world.
out the Points of Light campaign you created for 4E.
Yeah. Here we go. We'll be rid of both the Absolute and Gale in one fell swoop. Win-win.
I may be slow to anger, but I will not
Gale
have
disapproves.
you sully this moment of most sorrowful import with ill-considered levity.
It's all right, Elminster. If ever gallows humor were appropriate, this is its grim, smiling hour.
It brings me no pleasure.
That was
saying
it?
this, my friend. But such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice.
I
that
was
will undo
serious.
The absolute, and for your sacrifice, with that, it is to you I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
On my honor.
Like and yet even felt.
Farewell, Elminster.
Okay. Oh, that was a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I saw that, but also, like, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, no. But yeah, it's... Oh, God. Guys! You had a perfect model in Sir Ian McKellen. Throw in some Magneto and Gandalf into that voice reading.
I would like to point out that the Morser and McKellen take on Elminster comes from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He is very direct, very firm voice. He does not dither. He's cryptic as all fuck, but... Do you get the impression that I'm rather passionate about Forgotten Realms?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's been with us for ages, and if Greyhawk was the first setting that they made, and it was made for people who like low fantasy. It was made for the people who read Conan the Barbarian,
Fafnir, Grey Mouser.
Exactly, that's exactly where I was going. And then later on, we got Forgotten Realms, which was high magic for people who wanted to play with the magic system.
Yeah, Forgotten Realms is mythical.
Yes,
It is not Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is probably closer to Greyhawk, but Gary Gygax is on record of saying he didn't much like Lord of the Rings. So,
he and the people around him stole enough from it anyway. Quote unquote stole. Were inspired enough by it that it doesn't matter what he said.
Yep. But Greyhawk is more all of that low magic, low fantasy type stuff, and Forgotten Realms is for high magic, high fantasy, mythical stuff. This is like the Herculean labors type stuff.
Yeah.
This is swashbuckling with superpowers.
Yes.
And I hate the trend. I really wish, this is Baldur's Gate 3, you're doing levels 1 through 12. It's probably not right to have a god cameo in this. But
but they're going to.
But if ever there is a setting where you have god cameos, Forgotten Realms is the setting to have god cameos. And
yes.
And deciding we want the gods to be more pulled back and not as involved in matters just feels wrong.
Yeah.
I understand it if, like, Exandria, because that's built around that feeling.
Yes, but Exandria, whole different campaign setting. We're comparing campaign setting.
Correct. That's deliberate.
Yeah.
The gods... Go on.
Exandria is even doing a really interesting thing with, can you trust their gods at all?
This is true. I do get a little bit tired of that plot line because I see it a lot, but they're doing it in an interesting way. But yeah.
Yeah.
But if in Forgotten Realms the gods aren't faceless forces of nature, they are characters. They're some of the most enduring characters of the setting. And when you pull them out of the setting to not appear anymore, the setting feels like it's missing something.
Yes.
So, yeah. And
they every time there's an edition change, they even pull them out, dust them off, and kill a bunch of them off.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we're at 34 minutes, and we could go on forever more on this. So I'm going to put it into it. And it's like, before I get too much more, look what they did to my boy or
Look what
whatever.
they did to my. Look what they did to my non-gendered child.
Yeah, thank you. Look what they did to my child. Anyway, talk to y'all later.
Later.